Hello everyone, it's Heather and I am filming this from my balcony on Harmony of the Seas, where we are currently docked on June 2nd. Is this June 2nd? I think it's June 2nd, 2022. And we're docked in St. Kitts today. It's very pretty. And I'm sorry if I'm squinting a little bit, but it's very bright. And I just got up, the kids are still in bed, and I can hear people milling about getting off the ship on the dock below. In today's video, I just wanted to talk to you really quickly about onboard expenses and extra expenses that you could incur on a Royal Caribbean cruise and a lot of other cruises. And I'm gonna talk to you about 3 things that I think were worth the money and 3 things that I think were not worth the money. I'm specifically relating these to us personally. So for you, this may be different, but I want to share with you what our experience was so that you kind of have an idea of what is and isn't worth your money when you go on a Royal Caribbean cruise. Okay, so first I'm going to start with the 3 things that I found were not worth the money for us. The first thing, interestingly, was shore excursions. I found that spending money on shore excursions was not worth it for us. I'm not saying you should never do a shore excursion, especially if it's someplace you've never been before and it's an experience you really want to have. I definitely encourage you to do these shore excursions. However, especially here in the Caribbean, it's very, very hot. It's very, very bright. You get very, very sweaty. It's not necessarily the most comfortable thing to be going traipsing around when it's really hot, especially right now because it's summer. Our excursion yesterday was fine. We went on the sky ride on St. Thomas. The views were really great, but like the transportation getting there and back was kind of sketchy. Some of it was a little scary. I've had shore excursions here in the Caribbean before where I afterwards kind of felt like I don't know that was really worth my time or money, and it was more effort than it was worth. I also find that shore excursions can sometimes be very exhausting. You know, it takes up your whole day. If there's a lot of things that you want to be doing on the ship, I don't know that it's worth the money to spend the money on a shore excursion. You can still get some beautiful views of the places that you visit. And like I said, you can still get out and just walk around on your own. You don't have to pay for an organized shore excursion. You can even go do things on your own if you really want to. For this cruise, I was focusing on Royal Caribbean's official shore excursions because with all the COVID regulations and everything, I wanted to make sure that we had something that was approved and relatively safe and things like that. I do think I will find shore excursions to be worth my money in other places. For example, I really want to go to Alaska. I really want to do some cruises in Europe. I feel like in those places, I will find the shore excursions to be worth my money. But here in the Bahamas and the Caribbean, I don't think it was worth the money for us. We're not doing our excursion that I booked today in St. Kitts because we were just so tired and hot. And from the one that we did yesterday, we decided we just wanted to stay on the ship today. And it was too late for me to cancel, so I'm out like $166. But I don't like to waste money like that. I did go down to the shore excursions desk and ask him if I could cancel. He said that if the tour had been sold out, he would have canceled it for me and given me a refund, because then he could have given it to someone like on the waiting list. But it's not sold out, so he couldn't do that. For us, on this particular cruise, and I would say on probably every other Caribbean cruise I've taken, I don't think that shore excursions are worth the money. I will say that on the private islands, though, where you need to book specific things if you want to be able to do things there, and this is like on Castaway Cay for Disney or Coco Cay for Royal Caribbean, you do want to get those things reserved ahead of time. Because, for example, my kids missed out on getting to do the Thrill Water Park at Coco Cay because it was all sold out. So there are some things on the private islands that you need to reserve in advance. For example, on Labadee, if you want to do the mountain coaster or you want to do the zip line, like my kids did at Coco Cay, you need to have those things reserved. So that's a little bit different because those are specific activities on a private island. But like in the rest of the Caribbean, I guess for us personally, it's not worth the money. Forgive me, I had to put my sunglasses on. Either that or I spend the entire video squinting at you. The second thing that I don't think was worth the money for us was specialty dining. On the day we boarded, I thought we were going to want to do specialty dining, and I actually got on board. I reserved a 3-restaurant specialty dining package, which was like $500. It was almost $500 for the 3 of us. And I made reservations at Wonderland, Sabor, which is the Mexican restaurant, and Jamie's Italian. Yeah. But 2 things happened. One, we went to Wonderland on Monday, which was Megan's birthday, and we actually ended up leaving We did not like it at all. It's a very pretty place and it's quirky and weird, but the food was so strange that it actually made Megan feel sick and she wasn't feeling well. And I was like, we're gonna go away from this hungry, because the few things that we did try, I did not like at all. They did not taste good to me. And they just looked weird. And I mean, it's imaginative cuisine is the concept, but it was not our thing at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, the service was terrific. They like explain everything to you and all this, but it wasn't the service. It was the food was just too strange for us. So after that, we were kind of like, well, since we're not doing that one, then, you know, there isn't really any third one we want to do. So I went to guest services and asked if I could cancel it, and they said yes. And then we just canceled the other 2 reservations for the other 2 places. Because the second thing that happened is we just decided we really liked the main dining room experience. We've always had a very positive experience in the main dining room on every cruise we've been on. I really like how in the main dining room, you have your set table, you know exactly where you're going to be sitting every night. We really like our table on this cruise. You have your same serving staff, and they get to know you and they know what you like and they remember. I really enjoy talking with them, and I just really like the atmosphere in the main dining room, and we really like the food in there. And the main dining room is included in your cruise, and it's really nice dining experience. And so we just don't really see the point of spending extra money to go have this specialty dining in other places. The 2 times now that I've tried specialty dining on a cruise, which was Wonderland on this ship and Palo on the Disney Cruise Line, I didn't like it. I didn't like either one. They actually made me feel kind of awkward and uncomfortable, and I didn't really like the food, and I went away hungry from both experiences. So I just don't see the point of spending the extra money on specialty dining. It's definitely not something that's for us. The third thing that I don't think was worth the money, and I'm kind of surprised at this one, is the soda package. It's not that we're not using it. We're using it a little bit, but I don't think we're getting our full money's worth on the unlimited soda package. We have those refillable cups, but it's really inconvenient to use those. There's only a couple different places with the Coke Freestyle machines where you can go fill them up. So you really have to kind of go out of your way to use them. I really like on Disney Cruise Line how soda is complimentary, and they have the soda fountains on the top deck in a very convenient location where you can just get it any time. And they have cups for you to use. You don't have to buy these refillable cups. Like, I don't want to take these home. I'm never going to use these again. So I feel like it's a waste of plastic and kind of wasteful and not good for the ocean, because we're not going to take these back home with us. They won't even fit in our cupboards at home.
No, suitcases.
Or our suitcases, yeah, good point. They won't fit in our suitcases, and they won't
Massive.
Right, exactly. They're really big, and we just haven't really used them very much. We've only used them a couple times, and we're on day 4, 5? What are we on? The other thing it does get us is it does get us soda, lemonade, things like that we want at dinner. So that's nice. But I'm not even really drinking that much there. I don't even finish my glass of Coke they give me at night. Do you finish your lemonade?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Not always. Yeah. We don't even finish it. And at lunch, like in Windjammer, there is complimentary. There's always water, and there's lemonade, and there's apple juice, and fruit punch, and something else.
There's all the apple.
Yeah, there's juices and stuff. So on our last Royal Caribbean cruise on Mariner of the Seas, we did not get a soda package, and we were fine. And now that I have it, I really feel like I don't think I needed it. I think we would have been fine with just water at dinner and with the complimentary juices and stuff that they have in the buffet. So the soda package has proved not to be worth the money for us. Okay, here's the 3 things that I think were worth the extra money for us. Number 1, the internet package. I feel like I personally would be lost if I didn't have the internet package. Now, Megan is barely using it. She really wanted this to be a vacation from being online constantly and stuff. And like,
me too.
And Ben too. I didn't get it for Ben. The only reason I got it for both Megan and I, really the main one, was so we didn't lose our very lengthy streaks on Duolingo. However, I am also using it a lot. I need to check my email. I've also been booking our next vacation while I've been on this vacation. I just booked a bunch of stuff this morning. I mean, I can't get texts, we can't get calls because there's no phone service, but
Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, Facebook Messenger we've been able to use to communicate with each other.
Well, at least you two.
because the chat thing on the Royal Caribbean app doesn't seem to work, which we don't understand. Megan has been using the Royal Caribbean app to like see our schedule and everything, and that's been handy for her. But like I've been able to do some banking things I needed to do, check on our YouTube channels while we're here, like see how things are going. I had a couple of videos go up while we were on vacation, stuff like that. So I have definitely been using the internet package, and that was worth my money. But that's a personal decision. That's up to you. Do you want to totally disconnect? Do you need to be able to do things on the internet? If you don't need to do too much, another thing is when you're in port, you can take your airplane mode off your phone and connect to the data when you're docked. So keep that in mind. If you
data tower right there.
Right, yep. If you only need to check it a few times on your cruise, that's an option. But make sure you have it in airplane mode the rest of the time or it's going to cost you a fortune. Okay, the second thing that I think was worth the extra money for us was the photo package. And I always feel this way. We totally get our money's worth on the photo packages. We love to dress up for dinner and we love to take as many pictures as possible. Cruises are one of the few times ever that we get really nice family photos. And for what we pay for family photos versus the times like in the past that I've gotten professional portraits done at home, it's way better value to get them taken on the cruise. It was like $200 some, but we can get up to 100 digital prints. And then I can do whatever I want with those digital copies once we get home. I can make them into Christmas cards, calendars, actual prints, use them on social media, all sorts of stuff. And so I definitely get my full value's worth on the photo package. And I highly recommend buying that in advance or doing what I did, which was
Seems to be very popular too.
yeah, booking it on the first or second day of the cruise, you got a discount. So I do recommend getting the photo packages because it's real. And like, you know, how we dress up for formal night, we never do that any other time. We're never going to get pictures like that. And especially for me as a single mom, it's really hard for me to get pictures of the three of us, you know, unless we're out and about and I say to someone, stop someone, say, hey, can you take a picture of us together? Same thing at Disney. I always get the memory maker because it's a way for us to get nice family photos of all of us together without having to ask someone to take a picture of us. Third thing that I think was worth paying the extra money was, I normally wouldn't say this, but for this time I do think it was worth it. Getting Megan her special spa treatment on her birthday. We had a perfect day special that day for $199.
Because we were at Coco.
Yep, because we were at Coco Cay that day on her birthday. It was her 18th birthday. That's a really special occasion. She's never been to a spa before and had a massage like that. She's been to the spas, like kiddie spas, like when she was younger, and she's gotten a manicure and gotten like her hair done. But she's never had a massage. She's never had a facial. And it was a 75-minute massage and a facial. And she said the facial was just amazing. And then she got a full body massage. And she's never experienced that before. It was a really enjoyable, cool experience for her. And now she knows what it's like. And that was a special treat for Megan's milestone 18th birthday. So I think that that was worth it. A lot of times I will say that the spa treatments on cruise ships are way overpriced, which they are. But for this particular occasion, I think it was worth it. So there you go. Those are 3 things on our Royal Caribbean cruise that I think were not worth the extra money, and 3 things that I think were worth the extra money. Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you enjoy travel content, please be sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Have a great day, everyone, and safe travels!